Yeah, yeah. Lock the door on him. Lock the door on him. Hoodpostman. Hoodpostman. Reporting live. Reporting live. This the Hoodpostman, come and check the program. You ain't from the streets, this is something you should know, man. Running from police, gotta grip the whip with both hands. Speeding down the interstate, please do not approach him. 40s in the fridge, got the caddy in the driveway. Get all out of my face, I don't wanna violate. Looked up in the mirror and I told myself, why wait? We took this shit worldwide, you only in 5 states. Came from the 4 corners with my 4 quarters. Showed them the style, then they stole on us. Times got wild, then they told on us. Dog, it was hard, but we had to keep it rolling. You ain't gotta ask, you know where to find me. I be in the back streets where it get grimy. It's just me and Mel, Rennie looking bride D. I be going hard till I'm in the 5 C's. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never had to tell a lie. Let's ride. Know the vibes. I'ma do it till I die. I ain't never switched sides, I ain't never told them a lie. Let's ride. Hoodpostman. 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 Hoodpostman.
Professor Belly Mail, the Hoodpostman. Who I'm here with today?
I'm with your boy Avalon Blue, man.
We got Avalon Blue,
I'm OG Wolf,
OG Wolf,
5-track gangster.
And I'm Big Wayne, a.k.a. Mr. Lumberjack, also known as Big Fizz, Big Physical.
Okay, Big Physical.
Yeah.
Big Physical, let's get your age first.
Well, I say I'm in my mid-60s.
Your mid-60s.
Yeah.
And Wolf, you're 68.
I'm 68.
And that's baby Avalon.
Yeah,
Little Avalon.
oh, yeah, I'm only 52, man. I'm a little homie, man. 52. That's a shame. You 52, you still a little homie.
So how did you get the name Big Physical?
But it speaks for itself.
You said speak for itself.
It speaks for itself. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody, known my skills, hands-wise, and I became the best at it that can be best. You know what I mean? And, the doctors say take medicine, but leave trying to get physical alone. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You can't do nothing with physical.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're
mean?
right, you're right. So
Yeah.
how long, what year did you become official Avalon?
Shit, when it started, we started this. Where Avalon was Avalon, and Avalon started in Avalon. The original Avalon started in 71.
71.
Yeah, and at the end we started 5-Trade, which started at the end of 71, the beginning of 72.
What schools did you attend at that time?
I was in 49th Street School. I was a kid when we started. Yeah, and just grew up throughout manhood, put it in my teenage, because I realized I'm becoming a man, and it was a fun thing in my teenage days. But once I became a man, you got to separate childish things.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I got young homies, and there's a couple of my young homies that's named after me, Little Fizz and Baby Fizz.
So, Big Homie, I got a question for you, Big Homie. Just let me ask you. Big Homie, because who you jumped, when you talked to Crip, because when you want to say who y'all jumped off the porch with, when you say, because when I said, because we said it's 5-Trade, nigga, when you look around, who was your nigga that you knew in the morning that y'all, like your crew, who like your crew that you rock with?
It's my Big Zoom.
Yeah.
It's my Big Zoom.
Who's the crew? When they say 5-Trade, who's the first string 5-Trade Avalon?
The first string.
We are.
We are.
Okay, and who else? Cause we need the record. I don't want nobody trying to say some shit later. We want the big homies to say who the first trade.
Who the one that started the 5-Trade?
Yeah, who's them boys? When you say we gotta say
It
them.
was Big Zoom.
Big
Started
Zoom.
in his backyard.
Yeah.
That's the red. That's the place called the Red Dog.
Yeah,
The Red Dog.
656 East 53rd Street.
Right.
That's where we started, the 5-Trade game.
The two,
You know what I mean?
the two brown
Yeah,
Reggie Brown,
Reggie Brown,
Harry
Henry
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
We had Tim Cole.
We had Tim Cole.
We had was Rob and Alex was staying in the.
No, they came but
later.
Later.
Yeah, they had came out here from
Out of town. Out of town.
St. Louis.
Right.
St. Louis. No, was it St. Louis?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
So he says is Reggie Brown, Henry Brown, Big Zoom,
Tim Cole.
Tim Cole,
Patrick, which is Big Zoom brother.
Okay,
Yeah.
Patrick.
Marvin, which is Wolf. Ed, his brother.
My baby brother.
It was Boogie,
yeah.
Anthony Reed.
Reed, yeah.
Shit, it was.
Ain't gonna leave none of them out.
No, and then
We had a little car.
yeah, and then when we formed, everybody and their mama wanted to be a part of us because we was wild and crazy and we would kill your baby.
I want to bring it.
That was our thing. Yeah,
So
we
you
wild and crazy and we would kill your baby.
That was the thing we had back then.
So that was when you pass through the neighborhood, that was a big sign on the wall. You know, we wild and crazy and we would kill your baby. You know, but I want to say this here.
Hello.
Right now, I have a nonprofit organization, and my organization consists of at-risk youth gang prevention. So, in other words, I have been invited and offered to do podcasts before in the past by many, but I refused it because, you know, I would be asked about these gang interactions that I used to be a part of in the past. And I, you know, didn't want to be on camera or podcast, you know, exposing my past life because I've made a change to help the youth and those that want to say no more. We close the book on this chapter, which I have closed the book on this chapter. But I was asked by what's your name again?
Dahoodpostman.
Dahoodpostman, because this is also want to explain some things to let the youth see that this is not where it's at. The lifestyle we live and being a part of this gang stuff is not where it's at. I ended up paralyzed, left for dead, in a coma for weeks, damn near months. When I come out the coma, I can barely talk. I was paralyzed, man. I had to work. It took me 20-something years to work my way back to being able to walk and, you know, function like a normal human being again. I still got some limitations, but I don't let that stop me from reaching the farthest horizon that I can in this life. You know, so
Physical. So, in what way do you think we can address the root cause of gang involvement and prevent younger generations from joining gangs? Being that you now in the area of prevention.
Okay, the thing most so is like leaders as ourselves to get together and in these group settings and explain to these youngsters the consequences of their actions being involved in this gang stuff and how they'll be manipulated and used to do things because they're young that the old ones wouldn't do because they'll suffer the consequences, and they want to use the younger generation to do it because they figure they'll get less of less consequences, in other words, for their actions because of their youth, and they'll be exploited for that. And I want to get in where I can fit in to prevent that from happening to anybody. You know what I mean? If I can save one, I'm elated. Because
So let me deal with the mindset, right? The mindset is when you were big physical, your mindset is that you couldn't be beat. You was invincible.
I couldn't be beat. I couldn't.
But then something happened and you realized that was the wrong mindset.
Yeah, it was because big fears. I feel I was invincible. But I was taught different because I was set up in a dope buy, robbed and left for dead, and jumped by many, a whole entire gang. You know, because I knew that one or two couldn't do nothing with me, but they set me up and, you know, ambushed me and robbed me and hit me over the head with a pipe and stomped me out and left me for dead. You know, like I said, it took me a lot of years to get back to the place where I am now.
Did you go to Fremont to any of this time, or did you go to jail?
I went to Jeff and Crenshaw.
Jeff and Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to get that in, right? So when you realized that you had been set up, and when you realized you were in a coma, right? Did you go in a coma, or you just?
I didn't know I didn't know nothing until I came out the coma.
Till you come out the coma.
Life support. Yeah.
When you came out of it, what was your thought then? What was your mindset, and what was you thinking? What was your mission then?
My mindset was to ask God to help me. Oh, thank you. I mean, excuse me, because I get kind of emotional thinking about that whole event. But at the time when that occurred, you know, I called myself atheist and didn't believe in God and had my own beliefs about, you know, things that was happening. And so I took that as God's sign of making me a believer to, you know, to turn towards his good graces. Because the first thing when I come out the coma, I said, God help me. But
So
before that, I didn't even believe in God. But I'm a true believer now.
going back in hindsight, right? Looking back, how do you see the impact of your gang violence that you individually displayed on other individuals and families and at the community at large? How do you feel about it now?
I have a lot of remorse about the things that I've done in the past. You know, a lot of remorse because of my actions. A lot of families was hurt, and a lot of people suffered tremendous consequences behind my actions. And you know, that's one of the reasons why, after it happened to me, I said karma is something else. And they said what goes around comes around, and it came around to me. And after that chapter in my life, I closed the door to that gang banging and all that stuff.
Yeah, because karma is like a rubber band. You could stretch it so far before it come back and smack you in the face.
And then if it don't get you, it's gonna get somebody close to you. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that.
So, being that you went through all them ordeals and situations, how do you see things in terms of now for the future for the young people that you now mentor, or you are in the prevention area now? What are some of the things you say to them?
Well, I try to encourage them as best as, you know, to the best of my ability, that this is not the way to go. Stay in school, get all the education you can, because knowledge is the key to success. You know what I mean? And without education, you just like, you know, walking dead, and somebody have to throw an alarm clock in the graveyard to wake up the dead, which means a lot of people are still asleep. And it takes people like us, or individuals like us, to make them aware of different things. So that's like throwing an alarm in the graveyard and waking up the dead. You know what I mean? In my opinion, everybody had their own opinion about the way, you know, this stuff should be served to the youth. But I'm gonna give it to them raw and real.
If you had Karen Bass and Curran Price, some of the city, mayor and city council people here, what support or resources do you believe you need to help gang members transition out of the gang life and reintegrate into society? How would you explain it to those? Because they have resources,
Yes,
right?
yes. And so what I would ask the mayor Karen Bass for is, like you said, a lot of resources for jobs. Jobs is the number one thing I would ask for. Youth programs that provide assistance with learning how to fill out applications and learning, you know, just learning things that we don't know, how to manage their credit, how to manage money, you know, that kind of stuff. See, they send these kids to school nowadays. They teach them English, math, social studies. They teach them science and that kind of stuff, but they don't teach them life. They don't teach them how to deal with things that's going to hit them later on in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, these are basic education tools that they're going to need in the future. You know what I mean? They're going to know how to count their money, count their change when they get it back out of stores. They're going to have to know how to read, you know, and all these things are good that's being provided for them in school. But when it come out to filling out application, they see all this stuff, 5 or 6 pages of information. They really don't even know what to do. So they need training uh, um, programs to train the youth to be successful in the future. And then they need people, like when we was growing up, they had team posts, they had summer jobs, they had so many things for the youth, man, that kept us, but they kept us with money. Some jobs kept us with money in our pockets, then, all that kind of stuff. But they don't have, society is so twisted and so messed up now till they don't want to, really contribute to what's really being needed to better these kids' future and assist in society in being prosperous. You know what I mean? So that kind of like let me put it like this here. You see Mayor Karen Bass, and I have nothing against her. She's so far she's doing a good job, but in her area, she's focused on the homeless downtown. When the homeless is throughout the United States, and they spend money all over the world for wars and all these different things. The president just let 500,000 people over here. And what you think that's going to do to the resources to those that's already here? That they won't help in their own backyard, but they allow all these refugees from all these other countries to come in here and take the resources that's available for us, and they provide it to them. What kind of sense does that make? And then we left out in the cold. You know what I mean?
So, last question.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
Here. Everybody can come over here and get some kind of benefits, but those that's here ain't get nothing.
Is being a Crip or Blood a requirement?
No, it's not.
No,
it's a choice.
no, it's
it's
not.
a choice. It's a choice, but it depends. It depends on the era that you grew up in and the neighborhood that you grew up in.
Because when I came to the set, bro, you know what I mean? But when I started bringing the set, to me, it was already like family, cuz to me. So to me, it's not like it was a gang, cuz because my mama was a jail, my mama a certain age, Stonewall, Full Trade, we knew everybody because it was all outside. So it wasn't it's not like we were from a gang. When I joined the set, it's like I ran with somebody different.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this was the same people that we wasn't swimming with anyway. These are the same people off the baseball team anyway.
Right.
These are the same dude that was giving me dollars at the chili at his mother's anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, like for me, I feel more it was a fraternity
Right.
than a gang. You know what I mean? We fraternity, bro. But at the same token, it's like, homie, we traumatize people. And my thing is to the big homie, I say it to all the big homies, bro. Because we all got money in the set, right? We done did our share,
Right.
bro.
Right.
And I say, I say to myself, because we owe.
Right.
Because if I tell my kids, bro, your daddy put a lot of work in over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? People know you daddy, they gonna see you, and they gonna say you daddy. So for all the dirt I put in, I gotta straighten that shit out, daddy.
Right.
So my son laughed. He said, Daddy, you sure do a lot of closet cleaning. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he see me doing stuff with
right,
kids.
right.
And sometimes he asks me, he be like, so how much did you really do, Daddy? Because it seemed like you be on a 20-year streak of cleaning your closet. Your closet ain't clean yet?
Yeah.
No, Daddy, there's a lot of stuff we did off camera.
Mm-hmm.
So by that, my sons, and I tell my kids that they don't mind me doing community engagement. They know that Daddy really trying to straighten this out. So they will, but the big homies. I got it from y'all.
Right.
Y'all never told me to do nothing illegal, bro. And I never.
And I never.
We looked at, and whatever we knew the program, whatever came. Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna say this: Part 2, Wolf. Part 3, Avalon Blue. With that being said, Professor Melly Bell, the Hood Postman, lock the door.
Cali finest, baby. Proof of grind all the time. Music money. Got a dollar sign. Hub City. I'm a street nigga. Streets fuck with me. I'ma keep pushing products till the feds get me. It's guap off top. Diamond Cartier. That nigga Wall won't give a broke bitch the time of day. They see me climbing. They see me shining. That's hard work. Proof of grinding. New money got me tipping in that 550. Ali, bad man, and I'm so pretty. I got that tech with me. That's my hater sprayer. Go big, grind now, nigga, play later. What can I say? I'm addicted